A good pre-con team is a good listener. From a construction point of view, from a design point of view, and from a team point of view, a client will say, hey, what happens if we change, carpet to terrazzo? What does that mean? And sometimes it's just, oh, well, this is what the cost could be. Well, there's the cost, there's a schedule impact as well, right? And then what are the other details of connecting down to the floor to terrazzo versus what it would be? And then what's the maintenance afterwards? So there's this whole thing of like, they ask a simple question, they think it's a simple answer. We know there's this complications back and forth with it, but we don't necessarily communicate that very, very well. And I think what we really love about your product is that it helps visualize that, but then also helps like memorialize that as well.
I was sitting with an owners rep and he described, they're working on a project. It was mixed use, somewhere in the Bay Area, concrete structure. They were over budget, surprise. They're sitting around and said, hey, what can we do? We'll lower the floor to floor height. Like you won't be able to rent for quite as much, but we'll save money in structure. We'll save money in skin. It's okay, right? And they said, yeah, okay, you can price the concrete and like you can price the glass. Okay, we're good to go. They didn't ask the electrical engineer. They didn't ask the mechanical engineer. They called back later and first say like, hey, you're gonna have to pay a lot more for us to redesign this because you moved everything that all our systems connect to. And the mechanical engineer called and said, hey, it's not as much space for our components. We have to use more expensive components. The building's gonna last 100 years and the ceilings are all gonna be 12 inches lower and it will have cost more to deliver because there wasn't good visibility into these decisions that were on the table. There were people who had pieces of the puzzle that were appropriate for that decision. They couldn't see it. That's an area that technology can help with.